Smiling Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. Ron Claiborne is here this morning when you're covering the latest on these. These just came out.
These just came out on her Facebook page, Dan and Biana. She looks remarkably well. A couple of photos smiling. They were taken by a longtime photographer there in Phoenix. They were taken on May 17th, the day after the Endeavor took off with, of course, her husband aboard. Her hair is shown there, trimmed short, looking well, smiling. The photographer said he was very inspired to see how much she had recovered in those 5 months since he was shot back in January in Tucson, that assault that killed a number of other people. He said that she was in a good mood, smiling and laughing. A remarkable recovery, amazing photos just coming out right now.
And clearly one must imagine the pressure that Gabby and her family were under over the past few months to have a photo release, and the media being out there. All that we've seen are reports in the newspapers. We haven't seen a photo of her. Clearly this may be their way of saying we're going to jump ahead of this story and release our own photo in our own way.
And that news that you mentioned, I'm sorry, Dan, about her, she may be, it looks like she's going to be released from the rehabilitation facility in Houston by the end of this month. Further evidence suggesting that her recovery is progressing fairly well.
And that was one day before, as Biana mentioned, one day before she had the helmet, she had a cranioplasty, which is called, which means that she's freed up from wearing a helmet all the time. So one would imagine that she's even doing better at this point. Although, interestingly, her chief of staff gave an interview recently to a local newspaper and said that she is still having trouble stringing together sentences.
Has a long way to go.
Right.
She mostly communicates through facial expressions, but she's been singing her favorite songs. She smiles, she laughs. We just cannot lose sight of the fact that after having been shot so viciously and at such close range, to be this far along is incredible.
It really is. And these are inspiring photos. Beautiful.
A remarkable road to recovery. She still has months, if not years ahead, but we wish her and her family well. Obviously, these are great photos to look at this morning.